지금 와서 말할 수가 없어 너의 기적 그 모든 게 환상 같아 마지막 네 모습 속 서서히 기억 속에만 잠겨져 가는 것만 같아 어딘가에서 날 보고 있을까 후회해도 늦어버려 볼 수 없어 추억의 그림자에
Despite being kind of a depressing, sad music video for the most part, actually making it was very enjoyable. There was lots of joking, lots of laughter. It was pretty lighthearted.
I mean, it's funny because this movie's been all about like this intense love triangle, like the father's disapproval. But like, out of the few minutes that were shot, everything around this just been like a lot of jokes and laughter.
I feel like I was another guy because everyone else treated me the same and talked about things that I didn't really agree with.
I think we actually wasted a lot of time just goofing around during our second and third day of shooting. But it was a good thing because I feel like we all bonded, we trusted each other a lot more, and I feel like the performances got better with time too. Even looking at the first day of footage compared to the second day of footage, there's a dramatic difference in terms of the number of takes we took and the amount of quality we got. I would have to say everyone exceeded how they were originally created. Nick, who ended up just jumping in pretty much feet first. He basically didn't question anything that was maybe a little bit odd or strange from a performer's point of view, but he just kind of trusted the directors to kind of carry it.
I had to kind of feel a mixture of different feelings, like going from happiness walking through the park to protectiveness when going through the scene with the father, and then extreme sadness when having to watch her walk with her new boyfriend.
Alan was the biggest surprise for me. His part was originally very much a one-off, just kind of the evil, stereotypical, uncaring, ununderstanding, unsympathetic father figure.
So when G asked me to play the father, I was just thinking about trying to evoke all the rage I feel or I felt, and just think about the times my dad was stern and try to bring that out.
But he turned out to make me want to give the character more depth too, because he was capable of doing more and we all wanted more.
But once I came to the set, I just wanted to play around with different aspects. And my dad could be really scary, but he's also like just the funniest guy. And through that, a lot of the softness came out.
So the father kind of grew from just evil to kind of being a father where hopefully the audience may not agree with his position, but can at least understand his position. Leslie was the only actor that I had worked with before, and even our projects were pretty simple. They were more moving pictures than any kind of true storytelling or even music videos. I have to say that out of all the actors, Leslie had the hardest time getting into character.
To be honest, I don't completely understand how she feels because my parents, they never said anything about me and being in a relationship, so.
But when she got into character, she was very much in the moment. So that was a little bit surprising because out of all of them that I would have thought that would have had the hardest time getting into character would have been Alan or Nick, just because I didn't know their background. And
Thanks, man.
I had never worked with them before.
The most challenging aspect of this project
The was challenging.
What is the hardest part?
I guess working with these people. No, they're great.
What do you mean, these people?
Especially Nick. He's horrible.
Oh man, I'm talking so much right now.
Take two because of Leslie.
Maintaining my composure in the cold weather.
The cold, I was dying out there.
The most challenging aspect of this project is not kissing Nick every time I stare into his eyes.
I feel like that's not appropriate.
He's just so dreamy.
Well, now I know.
My biggest surprise has to be the fact that there was more chemistry between Nick and Alan than I originally planned or foresaw. I think in the future there might be a Brokeback Mountain type scenario coming up. I think they're both game for it, and I see Oscar written all over it.
We're not putting this on the video. We're not putting this on.
No,
That's not what you said last night.
One word that sums up the experience of this project.
So like, what sums up this movie?
One word.
Passion?
Oh man.
I guess I did cheat because I heard that question earlier.
Dia,
Fine, it's-
such a random question.
Yeah, do I really have to say one word?
Well, I don't want to sound like, oh, it's like commitment and dedication and love. It's just like, it's so generic.
What are you gonna say?
And at first, I thought teamwork,
If I had one word to describe this film, I would say
and then I thought about it again right now,
let's do it.
and I came up with first impression.
So, loony. I'll say loony.
Experience. Just the experience part.
I would say the one word to sum it up is pretty much an experience. I think the actors learned a lot about what it takes to be an actor in any kind of production, and as a director I learned that the more people you have, the more settings you have, the more wardrobe changes, the greater the complexity, the more help you need. So I realize now that more than anything else that the director gets the credit for films and plays and projects, but it really is a team effort. If you didn't have like someone holding up the boom mic or holding the light or even helping you set up your gear, you wouldn't have a film to show. So I would say just an experience, a positive experience, but humbling in the fact that it doesn't matter how great your vision is or even how great a performer you are, you're limited by your team or you benefit from your team. So it really is a team effort.
Go on, a choice is made. Go on, disappear. Go on, away from here.
I hope everyone else enjoys the video that we made, and that even though we're not objective about it because we've spent so much of our time and effort on it, I think it's something that we can be proud of even several years down the road. That even then, perhaps it'll be amateurish and not professional, but at the same time, I think it's something we can still look back fondly on and not be too embarrassed by. At least I hope not.
It froze me deep inside.
And action!
Don't walk away, come back.
High five, bro!
Come back today. Come back. Can't you see? Come back to me.
He's the idea was like stupid. Hold on.
I can always turn the other cheek. Or that my body becomes weak. Or that I can hardly move.
Try with your other hand. Only Alan were here. I'd have Alan like sitting at your feet, like. Yeah.
Is it my fault I can't speak? Or that my comes weak. You can do it, baby.
Keep going.
Or
You gotta do it. Alright, I can do this. I can do this!
This is your true test as an actor.
We're really stronger than these emotions that I've taken over me.